It's Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Wednesday, November 18th. I'm Jeff here with my friends Brandon and Stephanie.
I'm just trying to hide my cup of tea under the desk, so bear with me. There we go.
Ooh,
that was
she
hot
spilled a
and
little bit.
spilling.
Is that hot? Okay.
It's hot tea,
So do you drink coffee at all, or is it all tea?
Yeah, I do drink coffee a little bit, but I only started a year ago.
Really? Because I
Yeah.
watch all these like English movies or whatever, and they're like, I'll put the kettle on, and they never like have coffee.
No, we don't really. It's
Do you
not
look down on it? I have a cup of coffee right
I
here.
do like a good mocha in the morning.
A mocha. All right, let's get started.
Interesting.
Michael B. Jordan has been named People Magazine's sexiest man alive. Ooh, I thought it was Brandon London. The actor posted the cover on his Instagram, writing his grandma is looking down, saying, "That's my baby." He told People that his mom, aunt, and grandma were big fans of the annual issue. He is best known for appearing as the villain in Black Panther alongside the late Chadwick Boseman. He also played Apollo Creed's son, Adonis, in the movie Creed with Sylvester Stallone. And I got another one, but let me finish this. Michael made the big reveal on Jimmy Kimmel Live last night, and Jimmy gave him his trophy. Guess what he gave him? A mirror. How about a Friday Night Lights mention? Let's get back to our roots. Nobody remembers him as the quarterback Vince Howard from Friday Night Lights?
I didn't watch that shit.
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch, Brandon, you would love Friday Night
I didn't watch
Lights.
that. Is that the one where they're like, if you want to win, let boobies spin? That's Friday Night Lights.
Clear
right?
eyes, full hearts can't lose.
I have no idea.
Wow,
No.
somebody out there,
No.
save me, Kyle Chandler. All right, I guess I'm alone on this one.
But you mentioned
Talk about sexy men, then.
you mentioned runner-ups.
There you go.
I didn't get it. And after seeing him with his shirt off, I don't feel quite sexy myself.
Oh,
so
no.
that's all. But here's kind of where I see this thing evolving, because I mean Paul Rudd was a runner-up. The Rock, Chris Rock. I don't see how Chris Rock is a sexiest man alive runner-up.
Hey, it can make
but
you laugh.
I see this going to the Billy Porters, to transgender men. I see this evolving to people who may be a little bit heavy set or may have a dad bod. Because sexy, remember they had
Then
Blake
sign
Shelton
me up.
last year, or Blake Shelton last year. He's not sexy per se like Michael B. Jordan, but he has that je ne sais quoi.
I hear you. I think sexy now, and Steph, maybe you could back me up on this, isn't necessarily features like, the very, very handsome Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
That would be mine.
Oh,
but
he's gorgeous.
more so your personality, more so if you could make somebody laugh. Do you agree with me there?
Definitely. No, I was going to say, it sounds weird. I've been very lucky to date some very handsome men. And just because you're handsome doesn't mean that you have the whole other package, right? And there's other people that can make you laugh so much that you're like, they win you over with that. You said the personality and like how they treat you. So it's very different. But I mean, Blake Shelton has just got like the biggest heart, doesn't he? And if you watch him on The Voice, I love him. And I'm not surprised that Gwen Stefani's fallen head over heels for him. But I mean, come on, let's be honest. Michael's, he's very hot.
I mean, he's the sexiest man alive.
He really is gorgeous.
So there it is.
I'll give him that. He's a gorgeous lad. I mean, there's plenty of other gorgeous men too. I mean, Brad Pitt was up there. I know he's a big one for lots of ladies.
Is he ever not in the running?
I mean,
It's the same people each year.
Well, good.
I feel like
good for Michael B. Jordan.
Same people.
And shame on you guys for not knowing what Friday Night Lights is.
Oh,
it's quarantine. There you go. Something to watch. All right. Brandon's just staring at me like, what are you talking about? 2005, speaking of sexiest man of the year, Matthew McConaughey.
no, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, see, he's got a good personality, at least to me.
Yes.
Reveals that he was estranged from his mom for 8 years because she was obsessed with his fame. During an episode of Red Table Talk, he says in the mid-90s, his mom took advantage of his newfound fame. He said she would leak news about him to the media and even invited the tabloid TV show Hard Copy into her home. Let's watch.
Mom's leading the camera going, and there's the bed where I caught him with Michelle. You know what they do? No big deal because she didn't last. Over here's the bathroom. And of course, I walked in him on there and caught him doing you know what before as well. But don't worry about it. It's no big deal. And over here, I'm going, holy Mom, you got Hard Copy in my bedroom. She goes like, oh, that.
Oh,
I go, yeah, that. And she goes, I didn't think you'd find out.
Listen, I'm a big fan of Matthew McConaughey. Very inspirational. He's got a book out right now. I believe it's called Project Greenlight. If I'm correct, you guys could correct me on that. I've been watching him for years. Very inspirational, Brandon. I know you would love him, and you just like looking at him.
I love everything about him. You know what's his nose does something, like his little bent nose, and he looks like his mum, doesn't he?
He does.
Do you not think they've got the same kind of features? There's something about him. I love him. I think he's very sweet, very funny. But I think, like, oh my gosh, he's handling this entire situation so well. Because I can tell you what, if my mum did that, I'd be mortified if she had cameras around my old bedroom as a kid, being like, oh, and then saying, oh, I thought you wouldn't find out. I mean, there's obviously a lot of other things going on there behind the scenes that maybe we don't know about with his family, because that's a slightly unusual situation, isn't it?
And they had a complicated relationship growing up. He's open with that in that memoir or his book that he's come out with.
Green lights. It's not project. It's green lights.
Just green lights. Yes. All right. Friday night lights, green lights. It's the theme of the show today. It's all about the lights. But here's where this is dangerous, because you may not know Matthew McConaughey, or he may not have been 2005 sexiest man alive if that would have backfired. Her having him, her latching on to his fame. Now, I know that's your mother. I would never turn my back on my mother for overly being proud of me and embarrassing me, because she's the one who drove home, put me in the car, took me to Pop Warner football practices and all. But when we think about people trying to latch on to that fame of their friend or that family member, the first thing I think about, Samantha Markle, the Markle's dad. It can backfire, and it can almost ruin your career, put out some dirty laundry that you may not be able to recover from.
He said to his mum, he said, loose lips sink ships. Yeah, and it's true.
Well, I don't think a lot of people themselves know how to deal with fame, especially like when it comes up like from a reality show, for instance. And then if you get to Matthew McConaughey type of fame, that could change not only your life, but someone else's life. People act weird around that too. They need to get over that hump. But I encourage you to check out Matthew McConaughey, Brandon. He talks about getting better every day. Don't waste a moment. Learn from all your mistakes. All the stuff that I love to, you know, inspires me. I think it would really inspire you. All right, guys. This is the big question. Could Joe Exotic be a free man soon? There's a big question mark on there. According to TMZ, Joe's legal team is receiving several calls from Washington, D.C. about pardoning the Tiger King star. I don't know about that. Joe is currently serving 22 years in federal prison for a botched murder for hire plot and for killing tigers at his zoo. But his team is so confident of Joe's release, they have a Dodge Ram pickup truck stretch limo on standby. There it is, ready to get him from prison once the president makes that call.
Loose lips sink ships. I'd be so upset with him if you were my team and you put out that if I get pardoned by Donald Trump, President Trump, then I'm going to have a limo come up and pick me up from out of jail after I'm serving Fed time right here. You know how many people are in jail right now for something that they may not have done that is not going to get pardoned by the president? Now we're making this into a whole spectacle now. Oh, look, he's going to come out. I understand why he wants to come out. Obviously, everybody wants to get out of prison, but now you're seeing Carolyn Baskins, hey, you cool cats and kittens, getting all the recognition of the Carol Baskin, getting all that recognition. I'm the Tiger King. It's not Tiger Queen. I'm the Tiger King. But at the same time, there's certain things about this that you have to keep under wraps, because when I see something like that, now I want you to stay in prison because you're making you're making fun of the justice system and getting a pardon.
I think it's a stunt. I think honestly, I think I don't know. You might be right. I think you're taking it too serious. I think it's all publicity stunt. I don't think. I mean, I would be I want to make a bet here, but if the president pardons Joe Exotic as like one of his last moves, if he doesn't become president,
I was going to say it's going to be his parting gift.
I don't think so. I think that's crazy.
Back in April, he joked or he teased that, hey, I might. He said, I'll take a look into it. I mean, this is a president that loves these type of things, like loves this type of attention. So I mean, exit way out. Hey, why not pardon?
It's 2020, so you might be right, but I think it's crazy. What do you think?
No, I reckon that could literally be one of Donald Trump's last things. I mean, come on. This is a man who's come from reality, obviously, from reality TV, you know, like he plays the game. He knows how to like pull out all the stops. He knows how to work the cameras, and it's a crazy thing to say, but 2020's been insane. I do think this could happen, and I bet Joe Exotic will have like the biggest show next year going. I am telling you.
No way, you guys are out of your mind. You guys are crazy. All right, I'll move it on. And one more weird piece of news. Spike Lee is set to direct a musical film about the founders of Viagra. Spike co-wrote a screenplay based on the article that appeared in Esquire magazine called All Rise. Good title, huh? Nobody? And the untold story about the guys who launched Viagra. The film will show how the little blue pill was originally a treatment for heart-related chest pain, but researchers soon found out it had a game-changing effect below the belt.
I mean, would you guys be interested in this, like, as the men on the panel? Like, would you care?
No, I mean, I think it's clever.
Yeah, I'm fascinated in the development.
The title is
the development. Oh, the title is just brilliant. It's a play on words, but I'm fascinated in the development of Viagra because that changed the game for a lot of men out there. You know, like I'm not going to go that far into it, but big ups to Pfizer. Because Pfizer are the ones who developed Viagra, and now they got the vaccine that could be coming out. I invested in them. I didn't know that.
You're all about the stock market.
I'm all about the stock market.
Are you not? You're not intrigued about this?
To be honest, I couldn't give a monkeys. I love musicals, but I'm really not interested. I mean, we've already got some terrible musicals out there. I mean, I don't know if you've seen Kinky Boots. I doubt that you have, guys. No.
No Friday Night Lights. No Kinky Boots.
There's a few that are just kind of. I mean, Cats is bad enough.
But this ain't Cats.
This is Cats.
This
is Cats on Viagra.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It might do something for you guys, but it does nothing for me.
No, okay.
All right, maybe not, maybe not. Well, then check out Friday Night Lights. Maybe that'll do something for you. Coming up on DBL, we're catching up with Law & Order SVU stars Jamie Gray Hyder and Ice-T, how the pandemic is impacting their long-running show. And Britney Spears is getting well-deserved rest and relaxation with her hunky boyfriend. Stephanie tells us what up next.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time I tell you what's up in the world of celebrity gossip. So strap in, grab your bags. It's What Up Wednesday. Our first stop on the What Up World map is Hollywood. Because who is more Hollywood than George Clooney? Everyone's favourite leading man is on this month's cover of GQ for their Man of the Year issue. Looking cool as ever at 59 years old. Here's what's up. The Oscar winner also confirmed those crazy rumours that he gave 14 close friends a whopping $1 million in 2013. George, any chance you need another friend? And Clooney also confirmed the bit about the suitcases. So not only did his friends receive $1 million in cash, it came in a high-end suitcase. Case closed on this rumour. And seriously, George, call me. I'll watch your pets, I'll babysit the twins, whatever it takes. And I hope you're in the mood for a bit of a Mai Tai, because our next stop is Hawaii. Britney Spears is currently jet-setting her way down to the Aloha State with her hunky boyfriend in tow. The pop princess says she's using the vacation time to work on herself. Now, here's what's up. This trip comes right after some family drama. So Spears recently asked court to suspend her father's role as her co-conservator, but the court passed on Britney's request. It looks like Britney is using the island sunshine to keep her spirits lifted. I mean, who can blame her? As Britney would say, that's her prerogative. And our final stop is Nashville, Tennessee, home to the one and only Dolly Parton. Dolly has been topping the charts with her heart-tugging storytelling and signature Dolly style for decades. But the singer-songwriter is about to turn 75, and she might be singing a different tune to ring in the day. This time in the key of P for Playboy magazine. So she first graced the glossy pages back in '78 when she was only 32, working those 9 to 5 curves. I mean, hello, Dolly. And here's what's up. From the sound of things, Playboy is hoping she'll dust off the old bunny ears and slip into her suit once more for a birthday. Because like her famous frozen in time face, her body hasn't changed either. What a lucky gal. That's it for this week's What Up Wednesday. Daily Blast Live will be back right after this.
Welcome back to DBL. When it comes to crime shows, Law & Order SVU remains the undisputed champion. The show's back for a historic 22nd season, and earlier, Erica caught up with veteran Ice-T and newcomer Jamie Gray Hyder. Check it out.
Police. NYPD. You're under arrest for first-degree murder.
Well, fans of SVU need no introduction to our two guests today because it is Ice-T and Jamie Gray Hyder from SVU. Welcome to Daily Blast Live.
What's up? What's up with the blast? How y'all doing?
Thank you.
You guys actually went back to production during the pandemic. And unlike some other sets, y'all set is really like a set of the people. So how did you guys handle being in the pandemic? What were the precautions like?
Break it down, Jamie.
Well, there's a lot going on. I think that they've done a really good job about making sure we're all safe and still able to do the show in the way that we always have. So that includes testing every single day. That includes masks on everyone, shields on everyone. We have temperature checks twice a day. We rehearse with masks on, and really the actors are only exposed for the few moments that we're actively shooting. And I think, we're hoping people won't nitpick that too much because we are going to be acknowledging the pandemic in the show, but it's not really fun to watch somebody with half their face covered. So we don't wear masks while we're actually shooting, but the pandemic and all of that is part of the narrative for sure.
Ice, you've been very transparent in the past how episodic dramas like SVU can be some of the hardest gigs in Hollywood. How do you play the same character for 22 seasons and not get burnt out?
What makes it hard is because it's a movie that never stops. You shoot 23 episodes a season and it just keeps going. So once one episode ends, it just starts again. A new director comes in and just keeps going and going. If you shoot a movie, you might be in it for 2 months. Then you get a break till you get another movie. This is a year's work. What keeps me from not burning out, I'm not in every scene. This is an ensemble cast, so it's not like there's only one person carrying the whole show. That's what kills people. That's when you hear about these actors breaking down, from exhaustion. It's too much work for one person.
Right. Jamie, I have to ask you because Mariska is a legend. I'm sure you were a fan of the show before you stepped on. Was it intimidating to work with her?
The second that I came on set, Mariska was one of the first people to introduce herself to me and make sure that I knew that she wanted me there and that, for instance, she had seen my audition tape and she was really excited. And to sort of have that nod of approval helped me remind myself that I have something to offer and I'm supposed to be here. It's not a fluke. I really hope there's an SVU season 42 in the future. But until then, I am so excited to be where I am.
Well, we're excited to see you and watch your character evolve. Ice, before you go, I have to ask, out of all the famous people, all of your friends you've had on the set, who would be your dream cast member to walk on to SVU?
Oh, my favorite actor, Brad Pitt.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we have a call to action, DBL Nation. Well, Jamie, Ice-T, thank you so much for spending time with us on Daily Blast Live. The new season of SVU is airing right now. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. New research shows more people are taking advantage of open enrollment because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We're chatting about it in this DBL Health Alert presented by Health Market. So if you haven't signed up during open enrollment, the clock is ticking. 64% of workers surveyed say they want to pay more attention reviewing their employee benefits this year. I got some head shakes in here. 27% plan to increase their life insurance coverage or hospital insurance, and 57% reported financial stress or hardships this year. There are so many plans out there. It's all about finding the right one that works for you. And we made it easy to find the best and most cost-effective Medicare Advantage plan. All you got to do is call 1-800-800-9974. A lot of head shakes going on.
Because when you said there's so many plans out there, I just remember the first time we could enroll, like the first time I can enroll in like my benefits and stuff. Honestly, I was just clicking stuff. Whatever looked good, I was just clicking like, oh, copay, click that. But now you actually sit down, you read things, you break it down.
Jeff did mine for me last year. I know when I first started, I don't know if you remember, you were like, pick that one. If you don't have kids, so pick that one. Because I had no idea.
You might want to review that.
Coming from England, I had no clue what was going on because obviously we have free healthcare, right? So this is a minefield, but we've got 2 days here to do our enrollment for next year. So I encourage everyone to read through, get help and advice from any loved ones that may be more wise than us.
And get help from wise people, not coworkers named Jeff. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.